Hey, what's up, folks? We're here at a beautiful golf course in partnership with the Esports Awards. Today, we're doing some interviews on these beautiful 18 holes. By the way, I know you guys know this, but we're not really golfers, but we're talking to some amazing gamers and creators out here today. And look at that view, huh? Wow. Dude, there are so many people here today. We got some 2Hype members, including Zach. We have some famous actors out here. You guys know Ross Butler from 13 Reasons Why. He also plays League of Legends. We got some 100 Thieves peeps out here. We also have one of the earliest esports pro players of all time in Fatal1ty, and the man, the myth, Daltoosh. Some amazing interviews. It's been a good time. We are here with Ross Butler. You enjoying your day of golf so far?
I could be playing better. It's a little cold. I'm not warmed up. That's an excuse. I'm just playing like shit.
And is this one of your common hobbies? Like when you're off set, or you're kind of doing your own thing? Are you often golfing, or what else are you doing?
Yeah, I usually like to take my clubs with me whenever I go somewhere and just play local courses. This and gaming. Obviously.
That's perfect, because I was going to ask you next. You much of a gamer yourself then?
Oh yeah, I've always been a gamer my whole life. I've been gaming since I was like 5.
So what right now would be like one of your current favorite games?
Favorite games or games I play? Because I play a lot of League right now, but that's definitely not one of my favorite games. We all know the love-hate relationship with that. Now I've been playing a lot of like co-op games with my friends, like Factorio. Have you heard of that? It's It's like an assembly production line kind of game. It sounds kind of boring, but when you're, with the guys and you're just trying to make a factory, there's nothing better.
Because I was gonna say we're big ARAM guys, so we definitely. I don't know the League ranked grind, but I know the ARAM grind. So
yeah, that's just. You're just sending it down. Yeah, ARAM. I don't really play much of that anymore. But yeah, I'm hard stuck in League, and I got to get a full 5 soon because solo duo queuing is just not. That's the road to depression.
And you said you bring your clubs with you on set. Do you ever bring any consoles with you or any games along the way, or are you kind of busy?
I'll sometimes bring the Switch. That's just the easiest to do. It's kind of hard to travel with the PS5 unless you get like a custom travel case or something. Yeah, or like maybe my gaming laptop. Yeah, maybe Switch. That's an easy one.
When you're actually grinding League, what's the champ? What's the role?
Yeah, I'm ADC. So again, that's tough. Like when you're solo queuing in a dual lane. But yeah, Caitlyn, Jhin. Little Sivir. I'm learning Xayah too. Every now and then I'll throw in a Kog'Maw, even though that doesn't really, no one really likes that, but he's fun to play.
Last one for you. Repping 100 Thieves. You got any esports fandom in you, or you watch any professional esports?
Yeah, I love 100 Thieves, Team Liquid. I'm repping the 100 Thieves, and then I got the GGC hat, and I'm repping my teams.
I actually have no idea what I'm gonna ask you. I didn't plan on this. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my God, there's mosquitoes.
No, there's not. I'm here with a very exclusive interview, and I was just curious if you could tell the internet what your real name is.
It's Jermaine.
And so what are your thoughts on maybe the return of TBH with JHB?
Do we have to air this? There's mosquitoes everywhere.
Can that not be said? All I need is 7 seconds from you.
All I need is 7 seconds. That's a crazy line right there. Jake, I know I'm an awkward person, but I'm trying to grow as a person. I'm trying to grow as a human.
Okay, I'll ask you this. JHB, are you much of a golfer?
No. Honestly, I'm here for the vibes. Really, I'm here with Ava and Classy, and we're just driving on a golf cart. It's kind of a vibe. I like it.
That's awesome, man. It's always good to see you.
I may have hit you in the chin. You just took the tooth, bro.
Oh, frick, dude.
I'm so sorry I hurt you.
You ever jumped into someone's arms before? All right, we are here with a very special one, that being Fatal1ty. Been seeing a lot of you pop up on Twitter as of late, so good to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You've been enjoying this fine round of golf so far today?
Yeah, for sure. This is, I live here locally in Las Vegas, so always cool to see more gamers come to Vegas. I think that's awesome. But yeah, this course is amazing. I love coming up here, and this is like probably the best day I've ever played here, so it's really nice.
And just so in case people don't know, because this whole esports thing has been developing for quite some time, right? And always unique to hear your perspective on social media, because you are one of the earlier esports pros, is how I've always defined you. If you don't mind giving like a quick introduction to yourself and maybe the newer generation of like esports followers, so they know about you.
Yeah, my nickname is Fatal1ty, Fatal1ty. I've been basically one of the original esports players. Started when I was a teenager playing Quake 1. Basically when esports basically started. Found out I was really good and started making a lot of money and made won 12 world championships playing FPS games, and then I started a whole lifestyle brand and so forth, and basically created the blueprint for like what gamers are using today, creating their own brands and creating their own products and so forth. And basically, I did that for about 17 years. Had product basically in over 100 countries and sold a lot of headphones, but did a lot of product partnerships and collabs with big companies that have distribution.
What's it been like for you to see like the progression over the past decade and a half in the game and esports space? Like, it's got to be pretty crazy to be one of the first and to see it transition time and time again. So what's it been like for you?
Yeah, well, the thing is, social media is just crazy because, like, for me, like, I didn't like being on social media because I want my story and my secrets of how I play the game to be secret. And so when I go to the tournaments, that's when you get to see me and see me play. So I was never really big on social media in general as I grew up, just because I was like, I want to be mysterious and I want people to fear me. So when I'm playing in a tournament, I'm trying to think of every advantage I can get to have a competitive advantage over my opponent. So I think where I see it today is that influencers have a new way of like monetizing that, and it actually trumps being an esports player to some degree. So I think just the landscape has changed now where the influencer has a more chance of making more money than an esports professional. But back when I did it, no one was making money yet. And so I was I was the first guy really to make like serious money from playing professionally, and I did it for a long time, and I think for about 10 or 12 years I was the highest earner in esports. So I've been doing it a long time, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, it was different, completely different back then. I mean, it was all about competition and winning, and you definitely don't want to share your demos, don't want to share any content. So I had a closed network of people I trained with, like 5 or 6 guys. I had them all swear to secrecy, and if someone asked you a question like what map is Fatal1ty good at, I'm like, you have to tell them he's good at all of them. I told them like what they had to say to press, just because I was like, I don't want anyone to know anything about me. You'll see it when we play in a tournament.
Last one for me for you is what would you say is the biggest difference you have noticed from back when you first started competing, or even towards the tail end, and then till today's esports? Like, what is the biggest difference between esports players then and what you see in esports players now?
Esports players, I mean, it was a hustle. It was really a big hustle in the early days because like I feared every day losing, and so it was a lot of pressure on me every time I went and competed, because like if I didn't win, if I took second, I wouldn't get this interview. I wouldn't be on MTV. I wouldn't be on it. So for me, like the pressure of like winning was so monumental every time, because if I took second, my career could be over. And so it was really stressful back then. Now today, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of professional gamers. They have sponsors, and companies come in and sponsor the whole team, and they have a whole business plan around it. I was really more like a lone wolf back then, and just trying to fight my way to success.
All right, we're here with someone who's pretty good at golf. That's actually Daltoosh. How are you doing, sir?
How you doing? I hear an Italian accent. Is that what we're doing today?
I mean, we might as well, but you probably can keep it up better than I can.
All
but
right.
How you enjoying golf today, man?
It's nice. We're 6 under through 6. We're in the running to win this thing. I think we got what it takes.
I was going to ask you a long time back, but I've been really curious about an honest answer of who is the best golfer who's also a gamer.
Wow, there's not many. I have to go through a spreadsheet. Nate's shot's pretty good. I think me and Nate are kind of even overall. We both have good and bad days. I can't think of anyone else necessarily who's like a true gamer and then also golfs. So I don't want to put myself out there, so I'm just going to go Nate shot.
Nate shot, Daltoosh, Dr. Disrespect?
Yeah, Doc, he can kick my ass, but he's not better at golf than me. That's a fact. He's doing much better than me overall, but he's not better at golf.
We were actually just talking about gaming pivots, right? Gaming esports kind of going a different direction, but you're also one of those creators who's taking a stab at this beautiful sport too. How's that been going, man? Like, it's not too often you see creators change lanes so brashly. So like, what's that been like for you?
It's been fun. I think I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had, the financial freedom to be able to do that, because I was pretty big during COVID, so that propelled me to be able to do what I wanted to do, and the sport's amazing. I can't get enough of it, and it's been working out pretty well, so I'm happy with it overall. Could be better, but we'll keep grinding.
You've been playing much Apex lately, dude?
There's been a lot of travel in my life. I play when I'm home, but it's just, Apex is just kind of in a lull right now, I think, overall. But I mean, I got to pay the bills.
I saw someone recently from you where you were comparing Call of Duty pros and Apex pros. Mm-hmm. And you said in a general gist of things, you put them two on a map or in an atmosphere together. You said Apex pros beat Call of Duty pros 1,000,000% of the time. You still stand by that?
I don't know. I just got done with the COD tournament, and I got waxed. Like, COD pros have such good aim. It just depends on, are we doing like a multi-video game gauntlet? Are we playing COD? What are we playing? There's a lot of angles to that question. I don't know if I could actually still fully say it the way I got shit on so bad in that COD tournament. I think it's even. Apex just requires more tracking and there's a lot more abilities. COD is just straight shooting. So I might have to change my answer to COD because they got the gunny and I got put down so bad it was embarrassing. They made me sad.
You know, we're out here on the course, man. A lot of athletes out here. I think yourself included, maybe. You're looking the part for sure.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the prime example of someone who is an athlete but also a gamer? It's a tricky question.
Yeah, I mean, you could always go the angle of like NFL players who stream, but that's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
I feel like that's cheating. I don't know. I mean, I'm athletic, but I'm not going to put myself because that's just a bad look. I'm going to go with Doc. I mean, 6'8", 37-inch vertical.
7'3".
Yeah.
6,800-inch vertical. Yeah.
He's a freak. He's a freak in person. He's a giant man. So I got to assume he's athletic for sure.
All right, last one. I've kept you way too long. I promise you 3 minutes. You got any inspiration for creators out there, man? You've done just like you've touched on so many different areas out there. You're such a good vibe all the time.
Thank you.
You got any inspiration or any inspirational words for creators out there up and coming who want to be a gamer but don't know what direction to go? Like, what do you got to say to them?
I think the best way to do it right now is just slam TikTok. Just upload all the time. Doesn't matter if it gets views because it will eventually. It's tough though. You know, be prepared to not succeed for a long time if you're going to try to get into it. Just know that it's going to be a tough road. You got to grind it out if you want it, and it'll show in the end.
All right, we are here with Zach, and you actually gave it one of the better swings we've seen so far today. You get out golfing often?
I try to. Not as much as I did before the baby, but I try to.
So when it comes for preparation for a hole-in-one for $75,000, you give it some practice, or you kind of just have fun with it?
It's all luck, man. You just hit the ball like any other shot. You have to. You can't think too much, or else it's not going to happen.
One of the big questions we have for you, if you had to make a solid golf squad out of streamers or creators, including yourself,
Okay.
who would you have on your team?
Streamers and creators. Okay, definitely me. And then we're going Dr. Disrespect. And then we're going Toosh. Gotta go Toosh. And then the last one, I'm gonna go with we need some vibes. I'm gonna go Nade. He's been hooping lately.
All right, last one for you. When it comes for like personal hobbies, outside of content, outside of basketball, outside of whatever it is, what do you do to get outside and get your own kind of world? Like, what do you do for fun?
Take my son to the park, play with him, trying to turn him into a demon. And he's 17 months now, but he's already running and climbing, so we're on the right track.
Man, oh man, that was a great day on the course. Talked to a lot of great people, had a few drinks. We hope you guys are all enjoying yourselves at home too with some other liquids out there. Make sure to drink them. And we got some more content coming in partnership with Esports Awards. So thank you all for watching. We'll catch you back here for the next one.